Hey, it's Seth from Citizens Disability. Today, I'm going to tell you what you need to know about applying for Social Security disability insurance benefits in the Hawkeye State, Iowa. Look, every state's different. That's obvious, and everyone knows it. What's less obvious, what most folks don't know, is that that applies to SSDI or Social Security disability insurance claims as well. Because of the way the Social Security Administration structures this process, the state you live in has a real effect on an applicant's waiting times and their likelihood of winning their benefits at each step of the process. We track this data pretty closely. We've updated our numbers as we do every year in February, so this Iowa data is certified fresh for 2021. Now, as you may know from watching some of our other videos, and there's plenty of them, there's basically 3 steps in the SSDI application process. There's the initial application, reconsideration, and the hearing. Now, those first 2 steps, the initial application and reconsideration, are usually handled at the state level by state-run disability determination services, who work on behalf of the Social Security Administration, follow all the same rules and regulations. As you can see from this chart coming in from the right, over the past year in Iowa, about 45.2% of initial applications for SSDI benefits were approved. You can see how that compares to the national average of 38.4%. It's a difference of 6.7% to the good side. Iowa's leading that average. You can also see how Iowa has done over the years, going back to 2010, and it looks like Iowa's been ahead of that national average going back to about 2012. Now, as we made this video in February 2021, Iowa ranks 11th in the nation in terms of approvals at the initial level, and that's great. But still, got to remember, over half of initial applications for disability benefits in Iowa are being denied. So if that makes you a little bit worried, thinking about your own potential claim, yeah, it's understandable, but there's no reason to panic. First reason not to panic is there's people like us here at Citizens Disability, specialized disability advocates who can help with the application process to improve a claimant's chance of success at each step of this process. And if you want to see how an advocate can help your claim, click this little banner up here in the top right. You could watch a video all about it. The second reason not to panic is that being denied at the initial application does not have to be the end of the road. There's more you can do. That's because when people get denied at the initial application, typically they'll appeal that denial and they will ask for reconsideration, or recon as we call it. Reconsideration is handled at the state level as well, and as this chart coming in from the right will show you, it's actually pretty rare for people to get approved at reconsideration. You can see that reflected in both the Iowa data and the national data. Iowa, with an approval rate of 11.2%, is a little bit below the national average of 13.7%. Again, you can see how Iowa has done over the last 10 years going back. And although Iowa has been ahead of the national average at the initial application level here, you can see they're trailing behind that approval rate at reconsideration, the national average. Overall, into 2020, 2021 so far, Iowa ranks 44th in the nation in terms of approvals at reconsideration. Now, the majority of people who apply for SSDI benefits in the United States have to go to that third stage of the process called the hearing. That's going to be true for many, if not most, applicants from Iowa as well. And we got a ton of information on our website, other videos here on YouTube, all about the hearing and how it works if you want to get all the details. You can even see what it's actually like to be in a hearing. Click the little banner in the top right. You can see a video all about that too. Short version, if you've been denied at reconsideration, you appeal that denial and you go to a hearing in front of an administrative law judge who works for the Social Security Administration at the federal level. This is another area where all the states are very different. Most states have at least one, but usually several, SSA hearing locations throughout the state, each with their own waiting times and approval rates. Now, it turns out Iowa has only one office. It's located in West Des Moines. And obviously, because there's only one office, it will have the exact same numbers as does the state overall, because the state's numbers come from that one office. So in this chart coming in from the right, you can see how Iowa fares against the national average for approval rate at hearing. It looks like through 2020 and into 2021 so far, Iowa and that West Des Moines office, the hearing approval rate is coming in at 58.5%. Compare that to the national average of 51.1%. Iowa ranks 6th in the nation for approvals at hearing. That's pretty good. Now, when you appeal and ask for a hearing, you should know that it can take a pretty long time for that hearing to actually happen. And taking a look at our data here in these blue bars, we can see that Iowa and the West Des Moines office have a waiting time of 11.3 months. You can compare that to the national average of 11.4 months. Basically, I was just ahead of the curve. We can see in the red bars that Iowa has that hearing approval rate we mentioned earlier of 58.5%, comparing again to the national average of 51.1%. So with only one office in Iowa, it's, the West Des Moines office doing better than the national average for both hearing wait times and average approval rate. Iowa's looking pretty good. For 2020 and going into 2021 so far, Iowa ranks sixth in the nation for approval rates at the hearing level, as we said, and 21st in the nation for waiting times. Now, the important thing to remember here is that these waiting times we're talking about for Indiana, the West Des Moines office, those are average waiting times. Some folks might get their hearings quicker than those average times, but some people are going to have to wait longer, sometimes even a lot longer than those average waiting numbers. Now, we have a lot more data about Iowa at our website, www.citizensdisability.com. You can check it out by visiting us, click on our state-by-state page, and click into your state. We update our data every year so you can stay current on what's happening and have up-to-date information at your fingertips. Now, if you're thinking about applying for SSDI, no matter where you are in the country, we strongly encourage you to please get help from a disability advocate, like us here at Citizens Disability, or a local specialist attorney. Especially after looking at these approval numbers we've just shown you, you want to have the best possible chance at getting approved. That's what an advocate can help you with. At Citizens Disability, we've been helping regular folks all across America apply for and win their SSDI benefits. We've been doing it for over a decade. No advocacy group is more aggressive than we are, and no one handles more cases per year than we do. If you'd like to see if we can help you, just come visit us. Again, it's www.citizensdisability.com, or just call us at the number on the screen. Hey, thanks for watching our video about applying for SSDI benefits in the Hawkeye State, Iowa. If you liked what you saw here and you want to see more, hey, do us a favor, hit that subscribe button down there and ring the bell so you can get a notification when we publish more videos. Also, please tell us what you think in that comment section down there. We got a ton of content on the SSDI process, how it all works, and how we can help you. So please feel free to explore on our website and here at YouTube. I hope I see you again soon for another video. Until then, I'll just say thanks for watching, and of course, have a great day.